Dear students, we are discussing solution chapter. In the last class we discussed some numerical problems on molarity, molality and mole fraction. In this class, let us discuss solubility. Solubility. The word solubility is nothing but the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a specified quantity of solvent at the given temperature. So that is, solubility is nothing but the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a specified quantity, in a specified amount of solvent at the given temperature. The maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent at a given temperature. Andre at a given temperature ಒಂದು specified quantity of solvent ಅಲ್ಲಿ maximum amount of solute dissolve ಆದರೆ that is called as solubility. So it is the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a specified, in a particular amount of solvent at a given temperature. And we have two words: saturated solution and unsaturated solution. We have two types of solutions: saturated solution and unsaturated solution. Saturated solution is nothing but the solution in which no more amount of solute is dissolved. So that means if the solution is reached its maximum saturation point, then no more added solute is soluble in that solvent. That solution is called as saturated solution. The solution which cannot dissolve, so some more amount of solute or any more amount of solute, that solution is called as a saturated solution. The solution which cannot dissolve, no more added solute is called as a saturated solution. The solution in which no more solute is dissolved in it at that temperature. The solution in which no more solute is dissolved in it at that temperature is called as saturated solution. Andre already ondsari solvent ಅಲ್ಲಿ dissolve ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗದೆ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಡೌನ್, it gets settled down at the bottom of the solution, then such type of solution is said to be saturated. It already reached maximum solubility point. Such type of solution is called as a saturated solution. The solution which cannot dissolve some more amount or any more amount of the added solute at a given temperature, that is called as a saturated solution. So solubility is nothing but the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in the specified quantity of solvent at the given temperature is called as solubility. Saturated solution means the solution in which no more added solute dissolved in the solvent at the given temperature is called as a saturated solution. And next one is unsaturated. Unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solution is nothing but the solution which can dissolve more and more solute in it is called as the unsaturated solution. The solution which can dissolve more and more solute in it at a given temperature is called as unsaturated solution. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ at the given temperature, then such type of solution is called as unsaturated solution. The solution which can dissolve more and more solute in it at that temperature is called saturated solution. The solution which can dissolve more and more added solute in it at that temperature is called as unsaturated solution. ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ at the given temperature, then such type of solution is called as unsaturated solution. And once again, generally like dissolves like. So there is the principle of solubility of solute in a solvent at the given temperature. That is solubility of generally the solubility of solute in a given solvent at the temperature is depends on the principle. It depends on the solubility principle. Like dissolves like means like dissolves like likes like is nothing but what? Polar solutes dissolve in polar solvents. So like dissolves like. The principle of solubility is like dissolves like is nothing but polar solutes dissolves in polar solvents. Example, say a polar solute NaCl, sodium chloride. It is a polar solute because Na plus and Cl minus ions are present. So this NaCl, when it is added to the polar solvent, water is a good polar solvent. So polar solute soluble dissolves in polar solvent H2O to form sodium chloride solution, salt solution. Polar solutes dissolves in polar solvents like dissolves like. and non-polar solutes. Non-polar solutes. Non-polar solutes dissolves in non-polar solvents. Non-polar solvent is nothing but organic liquids like benzene, toluene, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride. So like this, these are all non-polar solvents. Organic solvents, organic liquids are non-polar solvents. In that organic liquids, organic compounds, organic solids. So that is, say take benzene. Benzene is an organic liquid, it's organic compound which is soluble in another organic compound, liquid, that is toluene. So to form a mixture of benzene plus toluene solution. Benzene plus toluene solution. Say take benzoic acid, solid organic compound. Solid organic compound, benzoic acid, which is soluble in benzene or toluene or xylene or so chloroform or carbon tetrachloride, etc. Then they are all organic solvents. So totally organic solutes, organic compounds are soluble in organic solvents. Non-polar organic compounds are all non-polar. Organic solvents are non-polar. So organic solutes are soluble in organic solvents. Like dissolves like. And once again, the solubility of solid in liquid. The solubility of solid in liquid is depends on three factors. Solubility of solids in liquids. Solubility of solids in liquids depends on three factors. That is, first one, nature of solute. Nature of solute and nature of solvent. Nature of solvent. And third one is temperature. That means one solid liquid ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ that is depends on so three factors. Solubility of that solid, that solute, okay, dissolved in liquid, that is solvent, depends on nature of solute, nature of solvent and temperature. ಯಾವ ಥರದ್ದು ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ the added solute completely dissolves in the solvent. and ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ this depends on nature of solute, nature of solvent and temperature. And once again, the solubility of solid in a given solvent at that temperature is maybe exothermic or endothermic. Means dissolution of solids in liquids, dissolution of solutes in solvents, or dissolution of solutes in solvents, or dissolution of solids in liquids is maybe a exothermic process or endothermic process. So dissolution of solids in liquids may be exothermic or endothermic. Exothermic is nothing but the process in which heat is liberated during the dissolution of solid in liquid. The process in which heat is liberated, heat is produced when a solute is dissolved in solvent is called as exothermic. Endothermic is nothing but the process in which heat is absorbed, heat is consumed when a solid is dissolved in a solvent. Of course, dissolution of solids in liquids may be exothermic or may be endothermic. ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ನ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಹೀಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟೈಮು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ನ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆದಾಗ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ heat is absorbed. So that is why dissolution of solids in liquids may be exothermic or endothermic. Suppose if the process is exothermic, so that means whenever we dissolve a solid into the solvent, then heat is liberated. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ನ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ heat ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. For such cases, increase in temperature decreases the solubility of that solid into the solvent. ಅಂದ್ರೆ process, dissolution process already exothermic ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ if we further increase the temperature, then solubility decreases. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ the liberated energy is enough to dissolve the added solute into the solvent at a given temperature. No need of further increasing the temperature. If we increase the further temperature, the solubility decreases. So that is exothermic process. If the process is exothermic, then increase in temperature decreases the solubility of solid in liquid. ಅಂದ್ರೆ already dissolution of solid in liquid process is already exothermic. Already it is liberated in the solution. Then if you further increase the temperature, solubility decreases. So that for exothermic process to increase the solubility of solid in liquid, temperature should be minimum. Andre decrease in temperature favors increase in solubility of solid in liquid according to Le-Chatelier's principle. So that according to Le-Chatelier's principle, decrease in temperature liquid. So according to Le-Chatelier's principle, decrease in temperature favors the solubility of solid in a liquid. And once again, if the process is endothermic, that means dissolution of solid in liquid is endothermic process. Then increase in temperature increases the solubility of solid in a liquid. So increase in temperature increases the solubility of solid in a liquid. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ನಾವು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ನ ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that according to Le-Chatelier's principle, increase in temperature increases the solubility. Increase in temperature increases the solubility if the dissolution of solid in liquid is a endothermic process. ಅಂದ್ರೆ exothermic process ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ increase in temperature decreases the solubility of solid in liquid and decrease in temperature increases the solubility. Exothermic process ಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆವಾಗ more and more solute is soluble in the solvent at a given temperature. And if the process is endothermic, to increase the solubility of solid in liquid, then temperature should be increased. Decrease in temperature decreases the solubility of solid in liquid if the process is endothermic. Okay, next, effect of pressure on the solubility of solids in liquids. Let us discuss what is the effect of pressure on the solubility of solids in liquids. ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಡಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ on the solubility of solids in liquid. This is because solids and liquids are incompressible. The solids and liquids are incompressible, so that pressure no effect for the solubility of solids in liquids. Okay, next headline: solubility of gases in liquids. Solubility of gases in liquids. Generally gases are dissolved more in the liquids at high pressure and low temperature. So that is ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಹೈ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜನರಲಿ increase in pressure, increase in pressure, increase in pressure and decrease in temperature, decrease in temperature favors the solubility of gas in liquid. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಜನರಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಫೇವರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ gas in liquids. So that is solubility of a gas in liquid is directly proportional to the increase in pressure on the liquid or solution. ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ is directly proportional to the pressure exerted on the solution or liquid. Again, let us discuss how increase in pressure increases the solubility of a gas in liquid. ಯಾವ ತರ ಓಕೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನೋಡೋಣ. Let us discuss solubility of a gas in liquid based on increase in pressure through one experiment. Experimentally, solubility of a gas in liquid can be explained by increasing the pressure. Let us consider two systems, two closed systems. So this is system A, closed system A. This is closed system W1. So this system A consists of two parts. The lower part consisting of solution part. So this is solution part. A known concentration of a solution is taken at the lower level of the container, and above the solution part gaseous phase is present, gas phase. This is called gaseous part. So in this system, above the solution part vapor state is present. From that vapor state, some of the gas molecules are entering into the solution part, and simultaneously some of the solution particles enters into the vapor state, gaseous state, so that equilibrium is reached between solution part and gaseous part. So equilibrium is established. So the state is called as equilibrium state. Since both solution part and gaseous parts are at equilibrium, then pressure has no effect. Here no increase in pressure. Here no gas particles are exerting pressure on solution phase. So no pressure decreased, no pressure increased when the system is a closed system, because the equilibrium state is observed. Let us consider another system B. Once again in the system B also, Lower part is solution part. Solution part. A known concentration of solution is filled at the lower level of the closed container. Above the solution part, gaseous part is taken. Gaseous part. So weights are covering on the container. Okay. So here, so assume that system B is not at the equilibrium. System B equilibrium ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Equilibrium ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ solution state ಇಂದ particles gaseous state ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಥವಾ gaseous state ಇಂದ particles ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ solution state ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this continues, this process is continuous until the new equilibrium is established. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ gaseous part exert more pressure whenever we compress the system. Whenever we compress the system na compress madega, system na compress madre, when we compress the system, more pressure is applied on the gaseous particles. Gaseous part mele, gas part mele pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ so more gas particles are entering into the solution part. As a result, more pressure is applied on the solution part. More gas particles enters into the solution part. Is nothing but more gaseous particles are soluble into the solution part. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ increased in the solution when pressure increases, because system B is not at equilibrium. System B equilibrium state alli illa, so that whenever we compress so the gas particles from the gaseous part by applying external pressure, so that more and more gas particles entering into the solution part, so that solubility of a gas in the solution increases. When pressure increases, solubility of a gas into the solution also increases. So this experiment shows that solubility of gas into the liquid increases on increasing the pressure. In the first case, equilibrium is established in the system A, so that no pressure is increased, no pressure is decreased. Okay, between gaseous state and solution phase, so that no effect for the solubility of gas into the liquid. But in the second case, whenever external pressure is applied, so that pressure is increased, so means gas is compressed, so that more and more gas particles are soluble into the solution, and the solubility increases in the solution. And once again, let us discuss what is the effect of temperature on the solubility of gas in liquids. Effect of temperature. So it is very important. 1 mark illa 2 mark kelbodu. What is the effect of temperature, increase in temperature on the solubility of gas in liquids anta kelbodu. Generally, so here increase in temperature decreases the solubility of gas into the liquids or solution. Temperature increase ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ solubility of a gas in liquid or solution decreases. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ increase in temperature increases the escaping tendency of gas molecules. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಬದಲು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಮೇಲಿನ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ increase in temperature, increase in temperature decreases the solubility of gases in liquids or solutions. Due to escaping tendency of gases. The temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗೋ ಬದಲು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಬದಲು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಸೊ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. ನೋಡಿ, increase in temperature decreases the solubility of gases into the liquids or solutions due to increase in the escaping tendency of gases. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ decreasing temperature increases the solubility of gas in liquids or solutions. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ main condition for the solubility of gases in liquids or solutions is increase in pressure and decrease in temperature. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಸೊ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ more and more gas particles goes into the liquids or solutions. To explain this solubility of gases in liquids, Henry gave a relationship between solubility and pressure. Pressure of the gas, pressure exerted above the liquid or solution and solubility of a gas in liquid, relation was given by Henry. So it is Henry gave a relationship between solubility of a gas and pressure exerted above the solution or liquid. He gave a relation. Henry gave a relation between solubility of a gas and pressure, and also he gave relation between mole fraction and pressure. He also gave a relation between mole fraction of gas gave a relation between mole fraction of gas and pressure or solubility of a gas and pressure in the form of a Henry's law to explain the solubility of gases in liquids or solutions.